What is up, guys? So today this video is going to be a little bit different than my usual videos. Today we are doing an install video for my Subaru WRX. I'm going to be replacing the fuel filter today, and if you want to keep up with everything I'm doing to my car, I actually have a build thread, and I'll link that in the description below. But I didn't see a whole lot of information on this as opposed to all the other stuff I've done to my car, so I decided that I'm gonna go ahead and try it out on this. It's a pretty simple install. The only things you're gonna need are your fuel filter. I got this from Duralast. It replaces the wicks and both the wicks and Fram filters. I'll link this in the description below. It was like $10. You're gonna need a Phillips screwdriver, a Flathead screwdriver. You're gonna need towels, napkins for when the gas comes out, and you might need pliers or vice grips depending on how hard it is to get your lines off. And the first thing you're gonna wanna do is remove the gas cap and pop your hood.
Remove your windshield washer bottle. Two 10mm bolts. Going to remove those and then unhook the clips on your tank and just set it aside. Mine is empty, but be careful if you have fluid in yours. And just set that over to the side, and the fuel filter is going to be located right next or right below the strut tower, right there, that little black canister. First thing you're going to do is take your Phillips, unscrew the two clamps holding both the fuel lines on the filter, and you can just slide those clamps right down the line so you don't lose them, or you can take them off. Notice you would have a bracket here to hold the filter in place, but I removed mine due to installing my BrakeMaster cylinder. And I used a small flathead to kind of pry open at the seal, and then pliers to move it back and forth inside the tubing. Very gently and carefully though. And gas will come out once you get the lines out. So be prepared with a cup or something, or a drain pan, because there will be some gas left over in the lines, or gas may leak out of the filter itself. As you can see, I have a little setup here, and since you're going to want to twist to get the other side off, you will have used fuel that will come out of the other side, so you can plug that, and then you can get working on the other side. See how I'm gently twisting the pliers not to damage the line itself. And then once you're ready, just take a towel, pop it off. Make sure to dispose of your used fuel properly, guys, too. And just put the hose up somewhere. Make sure that nothing's left inside of it. Drain it out if you have to. And then dump what's left over in the filter. Check both ends, both in and outside of the filter, to make sure. Just look at the gas, make sure it's a clear color. And now we're going to get the new one in there. Always make sure you look at both products to make sure it's similar to the one you're installing. As you can see on the canister, it has a little arrow to let you know which side is pointing towards the bracket, so you know which lines are in and out. If I had a bracket, it would be out towards the wheel of the car. So that's the way you want to face the arrow, so that you have your inline going into the car, into the firewall, and then your outline going out of the filter. Then just, if you have silicone, I recommend greasing it in silicone, and the lines will slide on easier. I did end up doing that right after I tried getting them on like this. Just a little bit of silicone on the filter, and the tubing will just slide right over it. And then you can just take your clamps, push them back into place, and then just take your screwdriver, lock them back in place, And essentially you are all done, guys. It's a pretty simple install. The lines can be a bitch to get off, but like I said, just keep working at it with the screwdriver. Don't damage the lines. Work at it with the pliers. Try to keep twisting carefully. You don't want to rip the line or break the line at all, so just be very careful of that. Connect your connectors back into your windshield washer bottle, reservoir, tank, whatever you want to call it. And stick it back in. Put the two 10mm bolts on top. I just let my fuel filter kind of sit there because I threw out my bracket, which you have to if you're installing a master brake cylinder, because it uses the two mounting holes for the bracket for the brace. So that's why mine just kind of sits there. It doesn't really bother me. It was a pretty simple install on that. I was gonna do a video on it, but there was already a few videos out there about it. And when you start up your car, it will take longer for the fuel to get to the engine because it has to fill up first. So it will stall out at first, maybe a couple times, but then the second time it should start right up. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, comment. See you guys in the comment section. Thanks for watching.